Yeah, I started a pot of dye in my dirty kitchen right before lunch. Welcome back to Pigeon Brain. It wasn't recording. Hi, welcome back. It's Thursday afternoon. I took last week off because I had an emotional breakdown last weekend, and then on Tuesday my period started, so that made sense. According to my therapist, I have to slow down. I have to learn to slow down. So that's what I did last week. On Tuesday, instead of posting my video, I posted a poll on my community tab post asking if I should declutter, clean out, throw out stuff, mend sewing projects and thrifted things that I can get wearing more, or 3, I don't remember, something about the don't let the limitations of the mortal realm constrain me. And I thought no one was gonna vote on it because I only have 18 of you beautiful subscribers. You're so beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful. And so I figured no one was going to respond, but 3 people responded. We have 2 for mending, and 1 already has gotten their wish, chose chaos. That's what this is. That's what all this is. That too. What has happened here, you might ask? It's laundry. We do so much laundry because we're people who wear clothes. We went garage sailing last weekend. My nephew wants I told my nephew, he didn't actually ask for a vest. I just think it would be funny to make him a linen, cardigan vest situation with pockets. And I asked him what colors he wanted, and he said rainbow. So, happy Pride, I shall deliver rainbows. He's turning 5? He's turning 5. I bought all this, here's my buffalo chicken wrap. This is my dinner. I bought a bunch of these scraps of dyed fabric, some quilter stash, years ago, and I keep on cutting them into strips, and then just every so often I'll just get them all out and do nonsense with them. And so I have made rainbow bias tape. It's not bias tape actually though, because it's not on the bias. Oh no, the sun is quickly diminishing. But I'm gonna trim a vest in this. So yeah, Matt's gonna be gone tomorrow. I work during the day. I don't know if he's gonna be gone all weekend or not. I should probably clean up so that I can start mending things. I will check back in tomorrow night or later tonight if I make progress. I should set myself up for success. Ha! Well, I use them to draw, so the bumpy texture would defeat the purpose. Oh. Okay, but this would be a little fun DIY because we have a ton. I almost want to buy blanks now. Very cool. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
When I got her, she didn't have the underskirts or the shoes, so I bought those.
I spent $20, okay? This outfit is pure chaos. I understand. But I kind of love it. Look at my shoes kind of match. I don't know. I got these. Now you might be thinking, why? And the answer is, these can go at the bottom of my macrame plant holders I got last week. Here, let me show you. So the plan is to put these at the bottom and then set whatever plant pot is at the top. There are holes in the bottom, which is usually good. But I think I'm gonna put cork. I might even just use coasters. I was gonna put cork down so then when I water the plants, if they're hanging, water doesn't immediately spill through the bottom. That's all for that one. Pots. Okay, next. Look at her. She's so cute. I don't usually care about Easter, but these are actual, someone took the time to make these. And oh, here's a flower I ripped out of the ground. I went to go pick it. Forgot that these have really like tough stems, and he was already on the ground, so I was just gonna snap him off and just do a little drive-by. But then I accidentally pulled the whole part of the plant out, and I panicked, and I ran away, and I'm really sorry. Okay, just don't worry about it. I'm gonna press it. Look. Oh my god, they're so cute. But these are gorgeous. And they're a spring baby. I might give them to my mom. I got this runner because I've been wanting to make like an over-the-top patchwork either dress, or my friend sent me a reel of these cool patchwork like lace curtain pants that were awesome. And so this is why I bought that. Oh, Pippin. I don't think you can see her, huh? This was only $2. It's a quilt. It is damaged. So I bought this because it was damaged. Okay, see? So people get really mad when you cut up quilts. There are thousands and thousands of quilts out there like this. And it sucks when you cut up one, like when you see someone cut up like a really nice quilt that's not damaged at all. But a good way to repurpose the life of a quilt is to put it into something else, which is technically historically accurate because, and they were like when people would quilt for like their blankets at home and they would wear out, they would just put them inside of the next quilt as batting. Moving on. He's a little Hummo. I like that he's on a little mushroom stool. And my grandma used to collect Hummels, and I have one. And I'm like, I will pick out ones that I think are cute. And him is cute. But I got this from a shabby chic lady. Are we surprised? No, we are not surprised. Oh, I was pretending to spit in it, like a spittoon, and I just blew dust in my face. Oh, that was one of the worst ideas I've had in a while. This might be the last bit from this lady. Oh, well, what's the thought? I got little jars of seashells. What's in here? What's in this bag? Okay. Oh, Matt found a hat. We don't need the hat. So that one's just the one garage sale, and I spent $13 on all that stuff. I got some gems, some spider gems, and then I got some. Oh, something in here's making me go. Probably whatever that is. You having a good time? Just having a great time. Mickey Halloween. I don't care about the Mickey ones per se, but I do like the little headstones at the bottom. And then I got some, Lisa Frank-esque stickers because I was like, they're so cute. And I was like, I could just I have a container of a bunch of stuff that my niece and nephew can like take stuff out of. And so I was like, this is cute. So these are tiny little string beads, a chain. Like teeny tiny. And so if I ever get around to like customizing any sort of doll, this is like so small. Speaking of customizing dolls, I've never actually finished one before, but I have all the stuff for it, and I already made one like of me, but I never made any clothes for it. So it's just like a doll that kind of looks like me but is naked. So anyway, I bought a bunch of doll hair. Okay, the end. I'm just gonna quick open up all these and see what their colors are. Okay, so yeah, all these are 25 cents a piece. I do kind of love that they're rainbow bags. It's kind of funny. Ooh, this is a nice chocolate brown. I don't think I mentioned before, I did completely reroute a doll, the one that I made of myself, and I've done a couple, just a few reroutes. They're a pain in the butt, but I could use this as rerouting or as weft. And just glue it on and make like a wig cap. Ooh, but I only have like fun fantasy colors. I don't have a lot of natural colors. This is pretty interesting. It's pretty cute. Ooh, like a cherry cola color. That's gonna take over everything if I leave it out, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't wanna do that. Okay, I'll just do my least anticipated. Another just kind of regular brown color. Oh, these would make a nice little blend, actually. That would be a nice blend between those two. Or that and the cherry cola color. Or this and the, you know, the browns would blend together really good. Oh my gosh, my eyes sting from when I got dust in them. What a dunce. Okay. There's black. Jet black. Oh, that's what I thought it was. You know, I wasn't necessarily anticipating anything else, but I don't think I have any black. And there are a couple ideas I had for black hair. Or like I like to, you know, jazz up Halloween. You know, I don't need to explain myself to you. Oh, and this is just like a nice blonde. Yeah, I didn't have any regular blonde either. Okay, and this is like a gray beige. Ooh, it is just like, oh, it's just like a nice silver. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Anyway, I guess here's all the colors. Here it is. Yay! Hair. Pippi, I was thinking about I was thinking about having my mom make me something out of this quilt. Did you claim it? Is it yours now? I understand the dilemma.
A lot of the movie is not that.
A lot of the movie is just goofing around, which is fun. I mean, again, obviously they you know, Jurassic Park was a huge hit 2 years prior.
We must cherish these moments.
Jungle, what's animals,
For in 3 days, they will be gone. Everything's fine. It was just a pile of pipes. So. It's Saturday morning. Hi, good morning. Happy weekend. But you're not probably watching this on the weekend, but that's okay. This morning, I actually, don't mean to brag, but got up and around at like 7 a.m. I showered, and then I tidied up the living room thinking it would take like 30 minutes, but it took me only like 20 minutes. So we already are on the ball for productivity today. And it wasn't all rush. As soon as I woke up, I lounged around, I took my time, and there's still a whole day left, so take that. Me, I just went downstairs and grabbed a pile of pipes. This is like a metal clothing rack. You'll see I'm gonna put it up. This is my first time encountering it after I survived an assassination attempt. See how this is bent? This one? This is all bent. That's from my body. I had these on a big pile on the ground and was frantic. And I stepped directly onto this pile of loose pipes and fell. And then this piece jammed me in the hip and broke my pants. So we're gonna not leave the pipes in the pile on the floor, even though I stepped on them immediately as soon as I started this video. We're not gonna do that again, okay? We're gonna put this up, and then I have to try on and show you my mending pile because it is large. But I'm not doing it all. I'm just not gonna do it all, you know? So I'm gonna try on the things. I think I'm gonna pick the 2 easiest things and then one medium thing. All right, let's take a look at the setup for today. Cleared off the table. Sewing machine. I moved my stuff over here so I could set up my iron so it's close. So when I'm sitting here, and then it's close for me to turn an iron if I need iron. And then I got all my clothes hung up. The first three are things I made. And then these are my like thrifted stuff. And a possible upcycle at the end. So Melissa called me and asked if I wanted to hang out. And I said, yeah, you can come over and chill with me while I do this. I just tried to leave the house twice without my purse. And this third time, my car key was still inside. So, let's run some errands real quick. Hello? Is this thing on? I should wipe off the front cam. I'm doing front cam because I did press record. Okay, I did press record. For some reason, because I had my headphone in and my phone was still connected to my Bluetooth on my headphones, it didn't record. Not me, it. Bad phone. So I'm doing front cam so I can make sure that I can watch it. I was not mentally or emotionally prepared for how many garage sales there were from here to go pick up my meds. Matt usually drives me around to garage sales because I get too hype, okay? I get too excited. As soon as I see the garage sale, as soon as I lock eyes with the driveway that has the stuff at the end of it, you can't pull me away. I'm like, tuck and roll out of the car. I'm like, Matt, just drop me off. Park later. Figure it out, okay? Because every garage sale is Schrodinger's garage sale, okay? There's either the best find that you've ever found for the cheapest price you've ever seen it for, or there's nothing. And I was gonna go to Hy-Vee, pick up my meds, maybe pick up some things, gonna stop at Aldi, pick up some food, because this time Matt didn't leave a bunch of food in the house like you would for a cat. And so I was like, I'll pick up some groceries. No, I got too stressed. Too many, oops. Oh my God. I got stressed. Too many garage sale signs. So I parked at the end of the parking lot, walked to go get my meds. No one in line at Hy-Vee's pharmacy. That was amazing. That never happens. Awesome. In and out of there in like 2 minutes. I walked around the garden center to try to ease my mind of being like, you have to stop and look at stuff. You need to go look at someone else's garbage, you know? That didn't help. I drove by one that I did not stop at, and then I stopped at one that's on, like right off my own street. There's nothing there that I wanted. So I made it out alive. But now I'm back home with only my meds, nothing else to sustain me for the weekend other than snacks and some rotisserie chicken that I should probably finish eating. I made it! Also, you can respond if you want because that's fine. Okay, this is
This is a ghost filming, actually.
Oh my God, I've always wanted a ghost.
You had Matt.
So this is a linen dress that I made, and I got my engagement pictures taken in it. And Matt just put it through the dishwasher. Matt just put it through the washing machine because I had it crumpled on the floor after I wore it. So it just went through its first cleaning cycle, and it survived. But this pulls, so we need to put some clips. We need to put some hooks here Because it's not like that small, but it was small. So we just need some extra reinforcement for the gals. And then the inside of it, I'm just kidding. I have pants on. The inside of it is okay, but that's a whole thing for another day. So that's this one. We need to put hooks in it. That's it. Okay, that's one's done. Going?
Yes.
All right. This is the first top I made and finished all by myself without my mom's help from a pattern. It's the Seamwork Colette pattern, if you're wondering. There's some things that happen with this. One, this little pleat, every time I wash it and dry it, it gets all crinkled up like this, and I hate it. So I need to stitch it down, and then the sides are a little shabby. They're a little shabby. So my thought is, and this orange bias tape is like fading and it looks really bad. So I was thinking of going downstairs and seeing what lace or other fabric options I have. And I was thinking about putting a little lace underneath and stitching it down so there's like a little bit more of a ruffle. And then redoing the bias tape and maybe adding a little bit of cap sleeve, like a little flutter sleeve. I have some inspo pictures that I can show if I learn how to do that, or if Matt will do it for me. Then the pants, cute, right? They don't look like they need anything. Okay, well these were the pants I was wearing when I fought the Battle of the Pipes, and so now there's a big tear where the pipe attacked me out of nowhere. So I need to patch it because these are my favorite shorts. So I need to decide if I want to do like a contrasting color underneath. I think I probably will just for the giggles. That's it for this one.
I think you should put a piece of fabric with a pipe pattern.
Oh, or I should.
'Cause she's piping hot.
Melissa always comes in with the puns every time. Okay, that's it for these. All right, this is my problem child. I love it. I used to wear it a lot when I first made it. It's a mood pattern, but as I've washed it, all this is not as stiff enough fabric compared to the quilted fabric. So every time I wash it, it just like gets worse and worse. Same with these little cuffs. And then instead of putting in a zipper, I decided not to do that, but I cut a hole by accident. And now I have a matching hole over here. So we need to figure out how to patch the holes and reinforce this. And maybe add some more little razzle dazzle to it. And I need to rehem it because look it. I feel like a toddler. You like a
Yeah,
toddler?
show you me your bloomers.
Here's my dress. Here's my dress. Look it. Don't look at my undies.
All right, Melissa.
I'm gonna
We're doing it.
things.
I've been avoiding starting. Melissa called me out. This is my first easiest repair. I love this top. It's so cute. I thrifted it. It's coming apart right here, and so I need to patch it. So I'm out of breath because I started doing something. Oh my god. So I'm gonna put this underneath. Doot, doot, doot. And then I'm gonna find the closest thread color I can. And you shouldn't really use old thread for like sewing because it might snap. But I'm just gonna be doing a big zigzag stitch. So I think I'll be able to use one of these because I don't have any other colors that are this close in my newer thread. I have all this like muted rainbow, but I think this is too bright. Let me see. I think this will be too noticeable. Yeah, it's too bright. So I'm gonna pick out my thread and then top stitch this down, and then I'll have one done, and then I can quit. Okay, bye! Wow, I immediately flew too close to the sun. I stitched this down. I did the top part. It was going great. And then I was like, I'll just do along the whole seam. I was like, oh, look at that. That looks nice. I'll just do that on the other side as well. I didn't realize it was all tight, and so now it's wobbly. So now I need to interface it and go over it again to see if I can make it lay flat when I could have just not done that. That's okay though. Guess who wasn't recording? Do you want to smell my food? No, you don't care anymore. Yeah, yep, because you already smelled it, so. Hawaiian food. Wow, the hooks are half done. Wow. I thought I would show how I'm doing them. So these are going to be on the edge of the button placket. Yeah, it's a little crooked. Don't yell at me about it. But then to make sure that the hooks are in the right place, I'm going to use marking pen. And I slid the top part of the hook into the bar. Oopsies, you can't really see this. Oh no, okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so this one slid in. That's the piece I need to sew to the other side. And so now, oh my God. Now I'm going to button it, and then this will rub the ink onto the other side so I know exactly where to sew the other side of this. It's like 4:30, and the two things I mended for myself, I somehow made them worse. So that was fun and a good, cool time. But Melissa, oh no, oh, here it is. Melissa brought this cute little thrifted top, and I can sew this closed. I could do that. So I'm gonna sew this closed, so I at least mended one thing. There's no more hole, and it's so cute. And when Melissa gets sick of it, I'm gonna steal it from her. Even though she probably won't get sick of it, because it's really cute. Yay, I mended one thing. Woo, mission accomplished. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. This did not actually work like I wanted it to, and I don't know if it's because I had to unpick this piece, but when I tried this on and hooked it, it was like pulling still really bad, and I don't know. I didn't do a very great job when I first did the buttons on this, so I'm wondering if I'll get enough room if I just move these buttons, take off these buttons and move them over. So that's what I'm going to do next for this, is try to move the buttons over, like 3 of them. This bad lad did not get started, but I did grab some new bias tape that I might pick out. I have some scraps of this fabric still, so I'm gonna mess with that. This was the original bias tape I used. Oh, it looks kind of washed out already. I didn't have any orange when I first made this. This was the closest I had, and was like, I thought I was making it to go on the inside of the garment like it normally is, but I didn't realize the pattern had it so it was sitting on the outside. So I didn't actually intend for this to be a contrast binding. It just became one, and I really liked it, but it doesn't look very good right now. So I could just go over it again with this. I also have like this hot orange that actually matches that I could do. Or I have a golden. See, I don't like it now that it's golden. I liked this weird orange color. This is another option I could do. No, I probably will just do this orange. And then the other 2 things that I should be able to mend without too much fuss are this. I'm going to cut the straps off this because I don't ever use them. And then this just needs a new black little, oh my God. I have a twill tape I'm going to use, but I just need to sew this down so it has a new anchor point on the back. And this is a thrifted silk blouse. One of the cuffs, blind hem stitch came undone. So I have the right color of thread. And so I can sit on the couch and do this, pin this, take off these buttons, pin this down, all the stuff. Okay, so I was just gonna iron these shoulder pieces down that were, let's see it, that I had done the top stitching on, that you can see there, that was making it be all bubbly. And then I kind of had the idea, I'm like, oh my God, I could just turn it into a French seam because maybe I could just tuck it under and trim it off. So I quick did that, and then I ironed it, and it looks great. A little bit bumpy still, but not bad. And like my hair's in the way anyway. It looks awesome. So
Solved that problem. But then I broke my needle on this one. So by the time I want to do the next one, I have to put a new needle on my machine. Okay, I'm going to try to show you the blind hem stitch I'm doing to tuck these. First of all, I'm going to secure my needle so it's not flinging around. Okay, so if you look at the side that never came undone, let's see. I'm going to do my best to make sure it's not, you can see what's going on. Okay, let me see. Where's the camera? So you can kind of barely see these little, let's see if I can, there's like a stitch right here. And as you go along, you can see these little dots. And the thread match is so good. Oh, you can see it like right there. The thread match is so good that they completely disappear into the fabric. I don't have the best thread match. I had like this bright, I don't know, red orange. I've been calling this color like hot orange. Don't worry about it. But this is a little too bright. Maybe I should have used this. It's a little late now. Well, if I run out of thread, I can do it for the other half. I use this color because then the dark I was hoping would like just kind of swallow up more. Okay. So I did this a little bit to start. I started on the underside of the cuff where it would be on my wrists, so that if it took me a while to get the hang of it, it would be this part when your hand is hanging down, it's towards your body. So like your wrist goes towards your body naturally. I started there so that I could hide the beginning stitches of trying to figure out what to do, which I'm glad I did, because you want to make these tiny horizontal stitches to disappear into the fabric. If you're on the wrong side, this is the edge of the sleeve that needed to be tucked up and secured. And you're trying to make these little tiny horizontal stitches. So usually you stitch this way, like doot, 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 vertical. And then you want these actually to go this way, move down, move down. I think it's called a ladder stitch sometimes, but you want your horizontal stitches to be anchor points that are very tiny and kind of spread out. So how I do it is I grab a teeny bit of fabric or teeny bit of thread over my needle. So you come on the edge, outside of the edge, you come on the, oh my God. How do I explain this? Use your words, Laura. You put your needle down and you're not overlapping with your edge yet. And you pick it up. And so then you can exactly see how many threads you have showing on the front. And then you grab your edge in like that. And then you go like this. And you pull through. And then you'll have kind of a long gap between stitches. And I'm just letting that be. I think that's part of why it came undone. Like if you accidentally break this long thread, then the stitches aren't very close, so they fall out really easily. So I'm going to do these really far apart, and then if it feels too far apart, I might go around again with this brighter red just out of curiosity. But yeah, so I'll show you again. You probably won't be able to see it, but grab a couple threads, and I'm using my finger underneath to support it. Grabbing a couple threads, kind of showing myself how many I have. Okay, that looks good. Kind of pulling back and then pushing this edge through. So I'm picking up and then pulling through again. After a couple stitches, I've been flipping it inside out, and then you can see, or you can't see, the new tiny stitches. And after this is washed, these are gonna disappear even more. But yeah, so there we go. And I only have to do one sleeve because only one sleeve came undone. Yay! Good morning. What do you need? Oh. I love you. It's Sunday morning. I'm not showing you my face yet, but let's take a little look at where we left off yesterday. We'll come start over here. Okay. Floor, not as messy as it could be, actually.
Honestly, not too bad once I put all these away. Okay, I don't need to do that right now, but I guess that I am. Oh, so therefore I'm not doing it. These are newer, I'll leave these out and put these up. These over here. Hang up a scissor. Okay, Laura, this isn't what you're gonna do. I haven't taken my meds yet, can you tell? Okay, so this stuff, not too bad. Last night, I didn't show you guys that I got the little band hand stitched on the back of this. I just did, basically, just kind of tacked it down. This could survive a wash, probably, but when I rethread my machine with black and put a new needle in, I'm just gonna stitch over it. And then now, it's stitched down to a thingy, so I don't have to worry about this dress coming apart. Yay! And I did finish this sleeve, and I was gonna point something out, that originally I used darker thread, because I thought that it would disappear better with the shadows. And let's see, okay. You can see it right there. And I had my thread doubled, so there was like 2 strings, and the stitches were pretty visible. When I switched to that red color, that bright red color, the bigger stitches are much less noticeable, and I only did one, oh my gosh, focus. I only did one thread instead of doubling it, and you can really see these darker stitches a lot more, and these red ones pretty much completely disappear. So I went around the whole thing with the bright red. I might take out the darker stitches. So I got that done. So I finished 2 mendings. And I ironed this, so at least I can wear it again if I don't fix it. So haha. With Melissa's, that makes 3 things. So yay. I don't know if I'm going to work on anything else today other than cleaning up. But I'm hungry and I need to take my meds. Pippi, do you need to take your meds? Oh, that's right. You don't have any meds. Time to eat. Time to caffeine. Time to medicate. You're so gorgeous. It's almost noon on Sunday. I found another edge of this that needs to be sewn up, so I need to do that. And I've been looking at this. I'm gonna update the bias tape to this like brighter orange. I'm for sure gonna add these 2 little lace things because cute. I think I'm gonna add outward bias bias taping on the edges where it didn't used to be. And then I think I'm gonna add a flutter sleeve. And also yeah, and then one at the center back. I have like 10 of these. My thought, it looks a little off center now because of how this flower's placed. I'll have to measure it to center it, but I was thinking about putting another like something back here so then it's a solid. But yeah, I this is the kind of point where I would like slow down and clean up. I don't know, I'm nervous and excited. I got so excited winding the bobbin of this perfect orange that I didn't realize that the actual thread is about to run out. So, bummer. I might have to use this as the top thread and a different orange as the bobbin because all these other oranges are too dull. I mean, maybe they're not, but I don't want them. I want that orange. This one's better. Wow, what a week. I got some more done on this top over here. Finished my black dress. Finished my blue top. The fate of my green dress is still to be determined, but I am sleepy. I still have all this to clean up, so thank you for tuning in to Pigeon Brain. Between the beginning of this video and right now, I gained 1 subscriber. So thank you guys. If you want to be notified when I post, subscribe. If you want to help the algorithm, comment. If you want to go above and beyond and push the like button, you certainly can do that. I never like videos. So I understand. It's a big commitment. But have fun with whatever you're doing after this. Bye-bye!